What is up, my fellow Exandrians? My name's Noah. Welcome to Table Ready. This is the Critical Review, where I critically review the episodes of Campaign 3. All of my ratings and reviews should be taken with the same amount of seriousness as an owlbear in a Christmas sweater. For today's video, we're going to be talking about episodes 36 and 37, and I want to try something a little different. I want to try to split up the good and the bad. Not everybody likes to hear me be super critical of the Critical Role cast and crew and their storytelling and all of those things, so if you just want to hear the nice fuzzies and great ratings, then this will be your video. And if you are cool with hearing me rip into the cast a little bit, then watch the next one. Starting off episode 36, we walk into Whitestone and the party exits the Sun Tree, and they're walked into a bunch of familiar faces, with Keyleth leading the way, and eventually are taken to go see the Lord. They spend some time talking to Keyleth and then to Mr. Derolo to let them know kind of the happenings of recent events. Orm's gushing over Keyleth and, of course, Percy, and the rest of the party seems really uncomfortable and kind of humbled, with Ashton feeling supremely uncomfortable. Kind of like when you go over to your extraordinarily wealthy friend's house and you're just afraid to touch anything, but that doesn't last very long. The party pleads their case to Percy Derolo, and he is entertained for a while, but is curious why they think that he should make some kind of pathway for them to bring their friends back when he hasn't done so for some of his own kin, some of his own city members and citizens. And if he were to open this up, then, well, why not for everyone else? And they say that Laudna is special. Now you have to keep in mind that at this point, Percy doesn't know who Laudna is or the connection she has to Delilah Briarwood. As time goes on, the party meets Percy's wife, Vexalia, and daughter, which is a tiefling. She's a tiefling, and that's so cool because, as you know, if you make a pact with a demon, then there's a chance that your child might be a tiefling, which is cool. After a while, the cat jumps out of the bag, and the party reveals to Percy and friends that their friend isn't alone, but is still kind of attached to Delilah Briarwood. It's at this point that Percy, rightfully so, says, "Oh, hell no, we're not doing that." I want to give Matt a 9 out of 10 because it is easy to want to give the party what they want in these scenarios. Percy is a character of very strong will, who's very stubborn and is hard to convince that he is not right. When Ashton and party try to convince him that their friend is special or that he should make some kind of exception, he looks at them and says like, "Yo, I have a whole graveyard full of my family members who I've lost, and they're all still gone. Why would I do for you what I wouldn't do for my own?" And this reinforces that rating that I'm giving Matt for playing Percy. The voice was on point, the acting was on point, and Percy was not one to let his suffering be overshadowed or outdone by others. When Scanlan was getting ready to leave the party and had all the rights to do so and brought up very good points, justifiable reasons why he felt the party didn't care about them, Percy just brought up his own family's suffering. So why not have that still stay alive right now, especially when there could be a consequence of Delilah coming back? But Vexalia is not one to sit quietly and let a man tell her what she's gonna do, so her and Pike decide to take up this mantle and do what they can. When Pike is introduced, oh my lord, this is the fourth person in Vox Machina Matt has to play, and I'm starting to get worried that he's gonna have to try to keep all these iconic characters in mind at once, and there are a couple cracks, but that's not so important. What is important is Fern, being played by Ashley Johnson, attempting, or at least thinking about, taking Pike, her previous character's pendant to Saren Ray. Freaking hilarious. Great idea up top. And it made me laugh out loud in the middle of the night when I was trying to stay quiet for my very pregnant wife. For that, you actually get a 10 out of 10. It was just hilarious. Before the party heads off to try to resurrect Laudna, Ashton does have a little bit of a hissy fit, which is kind of annoying, but ends with this great connecting moment with Trinket, which I thought was special, and I could already see that moment being animated in future Legends of Bell's Hells episode or something. Pike goes ahead and attempts to bring back Laudna to no avail, and it's revealed to the party that Delilah is ready to be brought back in place of Laudna's consciousness into this body, and Percy made it very clear that if something like that were to happen, if Delilah does come back, he's killing the entirety of Bell's Hells. It seems as though Laudna has fallen into a Delilah Briarwood shaped hole in the spirit realm. Pike is going to astrally project them into this spiritual realm. They're going to try to disconnect Delilah from Laudna and then resurrect her post separation. This I would give an 8 out of 10 to Matt. The good thing to keep in mind is that he looks at death and says, hey, I want this to have consequence, and has created a way for the party to get Laudna back potentially, but it is going to be a challenge. This is something that they might not actually want to do with multiple characters moving forward who might die. And there's a chance that that'll happen. You find out that Odahan has access to this poison that could kill them and keep them from coming back at all anyways. And now that Odahan is aware of the party and their abilities, I think that there's probably going to be an acquisition of some more of that said poison. Going into the astral plane, whoever is going to do so needs to have a spirit, and the party is a little worried about FCG, or at least FCG is worried about FCG. Pike places her hand on FCG and goes to detect a spirit, and turns out he has one. So there, that's interesting. It's also something I'll talk about in the other video, because I actually didn't see this as positive a viewpoint as I think many other people did. Moving on though, the party venture into the spiritual realm, which is a blend of Whitestone and Laudna's home and this cabin, all of these things. They're moving through the shared world of Delilah and Laudna, who we find out is actually named Matilda. Laudna, it seems to the party and Imogen, has changed her name to the name of her mother, which isn't uncommon, isn't strange, and if you were going to rebrand, why not? Kind of cool. Solid 7 out of 10 to Marisha for that. I know it sounds like a lot of high praise, because I think it's warranted, but Matt's gonna get a 10 out of 10 for the pursuit of Laudna, the trying to find Laudna in this spiritual realm, and then needing to fight Delilah to gain access. Delilah was on point, cryptic and smart and devious, and always had like her foot out, stopping the door for the party every time they tried to get an entrance towards Laudna without going through her. The party fights, and the combat is, fairly straightforward, with them dealing damage to this tree that is holding Laudna, eventually winning and popping themselves out to, well, we don't know what. I would assume that they'll all be okay. We actually don't know what happened to FCG or to Orem. We don't know if their cords were cut or if they just vamped back into their bodies. We'll find out. We also don't know if Laudna was destroyed with the tree, or if the party comes back to find her alive. If she does, is she still connected to Delilah, but Delilah is still in the background? I doubt it, because Marisha said that she's not interested in playing Laudna in the way that she did before. So my hope is that Delilah is gone, searching for another entrance back to the Prime, and that Laudna is just a sorceress. That's what I'm into. Overall, I'm actually giving the total episode a 7 out of 10. Even though all the ratings on this video seem pretty high, you're gonna have to check out the other one to see why that average comes down. But thank you all for watching. If you wouldn't mind, make a mage hand out of that like button, hit subscribe, because we are on our way to monetization. We're actually pretty close, just need some more subscribers. And then of course, hop in the comments below and tell me what you would have rated differently, or tell me things that I didn't notice that you thought were really important in seeing Vox Machina come back. Alright, thanks. Peace.